Your life is pure abundance. Life and abundance are synonymous. It truly is the same thing. You cannot exist in life without it being abundant. And I'm going to prove this to you. But before I do that, do you see your life as abundant? Look around you right now in your environment. What do you see? Leave it in the comments. Do you see abundance? Do you see lacking in something? Are you slacking, which includes lacking something? You've lost something that you thought was there? It's missing now? That is not an abundant mind state. That is to be in a depression or a hole, which is only part of what the word abundance encapsulates. I will show that to you as I continue on here. So at this point, you're probably wondering, how do we live in abundance when I can look around right now and see everything that I am lacking in what I want in my life, in what I am looking to have in my dream life, in what I am envisioning in my imagination? I don't see it around me. It is lacking. That mindset is exactly why you are not manifesting what you are looking to. Because you do not see that everything around you, including you, is abundance. Everything is. Everything that exists is abundance. It has to be. It wouldn't exist otherwise. Because existence has to do with being abundant in life or light, so that we can actually create something out of it. And we can take this abundance and transmute it into other forms of abundance, because it's just a form of energy. And why are we able to do this? It's because of what the word means. We have to realize when we are using words, we are actually using a symbol. It's an encapsulation of energy that actually does something. This is a product or a tool or a instrument. And abundance hits a certain frequency when you say it. It's a certain note that it projects. The word is abundant. 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 A bun is to put everything together. A dent is to have a depression or to go down. So we put a bun in the dent, which filled the dent, so now we actually have the whole thing filled. You have the depression, and you have what is sitting in the depression, which is what life is actually happening in, which is the bun, the bread. Put your hair up in a bun, your heritage. It's where you've been, right here. So how does this facilitate your life being abundant? Because life is predicated on these two concepts. You have positive and negative, or you have good and bad, or you have this and that, or you have life and death, or you have existence and whatever else there isn't. That is all abundance is. It's the bun, or everything, and then the dent, which is nothing. It's everything. And when you can see that, and when you can start to see that you live in abundance, your whole entire life is going to shift so that you focus on what is abundant. And let me give you an example. When someone is balding, what do they focus on? Balding. They don't call it, I have some hair left. They don't call it, I have 1/3 of my scalp full of hair. They call it balding. Because it's a process. You are losing your hair. That is the process. We don't look at it as, this is the hair I have right now. It's seen as, it's falling out. You're lacking it, you're missing it, it's slacking off. Literally, you're losing it. You're losing your heritage. Now, why do we focus on the balding portion? Because you're changing. And our mentality, by default, goes to what has left instead of what is still there. Because we've been trained to do this. We've been trained to focus on, okay, what's different, which we do naturally. Except when we are doing that, we're specifically focusing on what left. Not what's changed, not what's came in, what's not there anymore. Because we have this feeling that we need to hold on to everything, that we need all these products and these gizmos and technology so that we can do things, we can look cool and put sunglasses on and block the sun from getting into our eyes and our retinas, which will shine up our skull and project into our mind so that we can light up our imagination and project whatever you want in your subconscious environment. It's up to you. But if you can't do that, it's because you're focused on losing your hair instead of focusing on, I have hair. It's that simple. Just focus on the parts of your head that have hair, and I'll start to move those in your imagination. Move them onto the parts of your head that don't have hair, and start to do that. And focus on this. Imagine this. You're going to start regrowing hair. Do the same thing in your life. It's that focus. That's it. It's a perception. Once you change the perception of what you think you have or don't have or are losing to actually seeing what you do have and enjoying what that is and focusing on what that is, on the energetic value of what that is, and projecting what that is, your life's going to reorchestrate towards that and start creating abundance in that form. Which, as I said earlier, you can transmute that abundance to other forms of lack in your life, or to other things that you want to become whole, which is everything. You want abundance everywhere, because it truly is everywhere. It is your perception that is looking into the dark spaces, or what is missing. The corners. There's a reason everyone wants to cover corners, because that's where the light gets trapped. That's where it goes. That's where death is. They're sharp. When we don't want corners, we want things to be round. We want to focus on things being round and forever growing. And the hairs that are still there, not the balding that has left. It's gone. Will it come back? Let's see how this movie plays out on the next show. At this point, we're going to focus on what we do have, because guess what would be a terrible show? Staring at someone's head that has no hair. At least if it has hair on it when you're recording, you can blow some wind over, you can add some movement to it, there can be something, you can put some product in it and do something with it, you can stylize it. If you're just staring at someone's bald skin, you're gonna notice a bunch of nasty stuff going on probably, and there's gonna be no movement unless there's some white flaky stuff appearing from all of the yeast eating away the hair follicles on the inside. That's why people bald, by the way. It's because yeast is eating your hair, because hair is crystals, and those yeast loves those crystals, sugars and salts. To continue on, look around you now. What do you see? Do you still see what you seen when you started this video? Or did it change? This was a meditation. You didn't even know that. You just changed your environment. Or did you not? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. What do you see now? Is it the same, or did it shift? Are you now looking at what you actually have there, or are you still focused on what is no longer there?